Derek Flansreich, anchor for On Harvard Time, and today we're talking with UC hopefuls Matthew Sundquist and Randall Sarafa. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us, Derek.
So we're going to start off with some questions. First question, can you sum up your platform in 4 words?
Ad board reform. Awesome.
What do you guys guarantee to do if you're elected to the UC?
Yeah, I mean, well, right off the bat, we'll say, I think a lot of the things that people run on aren't really controversial things. So you talk about things like, reforming the ad board. I think basically every student agrees that that's a pretty good idea, considering that they use some pretty crazy tactics to investigate things. So I think that what we can guarantee right off the bat is that we have the experience to be able to pursue anything that we say we're going to be able to. And all of the things that are on our platform, so things like ad board reform, the mental health reforms we've talked about, student group reforms and getting like the criterion online for all of the funding groups that students apply for, those are things that we've already cleared with the administrators who are in charge of those things.
So name one reason why you're different from Ryan Peterson.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Well, I don't wear nearly as tight pants as Ryan would be.
Okay, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Another reason why you're not like Ryan Peterson.
I cut my own hair, and Ryan likes to get it cut by other people.
I hear you like to cut women's hair. Is that like
no, I don't have a particular preference for whose hair I cut. I like cutting hair.
Do you do it often?
I mean, I've cut my roommates' hairs and some of my advisees' hair.
He does it well.
People who need haircuts. If
you do they pay you in votes?
No. I've always done it on the house.
On the house.
It's always
You're just a good guy.
No,
you're just a friendly barber.
I like to get that. I get that a lot.
You get that. So maybe you should be running on a campaign of I'll cut your hair, but you don't have to vote for me.
Don't think it didn't come up,
In your meetings, yeah. Randall, one reason why you're not Matt Sundquist, the current vice president.
I dress a little bit better, I like to think.
You dress better.
A little bit. Matt's a sweatshirt guy.
Sweatshirt. He's not wearing a sweatshirt right now.
No. I think he dressed
He's
up.
wearing a tie. You like ties, right?
Show
us your belt. I want to see your belt.
All right. Well, if you'd like to talk about it, I can tell you.
He beats me on the
No, like stand up, and I want to see how your belt is.
Well, I didn't realize this was an issue you cared so deeply about, but as long as that's something you like to discuss.
This is how Matt Sundquist gets votes.
Brown belt here, right, but suppose I had on black shoes.
Suppose, yeah.
I needed to wear a black belt. Oh, it's reversible on the inside. Oh, and you want to put the belt buckle the other way? Oh, wait, just pull it. Oh.
Where'd you get the belt?
Walmart.
So you condone 8-year-olds in Malaysia making your belts?
No, not at all.
You're running on the campaign of more 8-year-olds? How much did you pay for the belt?
$13.50.
Did your mom buy it for you?
No.
There are allegations in the press from different sources that you dyed your hair because you were running in a political campaign. Is this true?
No, that's not true. I went home for the weekend 3 weekends ago, and my mother gave me an ultimatum that I had to either dye it back or I couldn't have dinner. So I dyed it back.
Is this an ultimatum your mom gives you a lot and maybe why you're so skinny?
Oh, good joke. But, no, I'm, first of all, not skinny. But thank you for bringing up that point. But no, she doesn't give that ultimatum that often. She doesn't really like it when I dye my hair.
So when she doesn't like things, she says no dinner?
No,
and then you do them.
That's not usually usually there's more negotiation.
Why didn't she like the white hair?
Maybe you could have her on the show.
So you guys are going to be on the campaign trail. You guys are going to be doing a lot of things, shaking a lot of hands. And we just wanted to give you a scenario and wanted to see how you'd react. So you're in the crowd, you're adoring public, and someone has a baby. Daniela, baby Daniela here.
Small baby.
Don't make fun of the small baby. She's like 4 days old, all right? So I'm going to give you both Daniela, and just wanted to see what do you guys do as seasoned political veterans?
First of all, could we establish some framework for this?
Framework.
Should we assume that you are Daniela's mother?
Yeah, unquestionably.
Okay.
Unquestionably Daniela's mother.
And you're yielding your baby to us in the crowd?
I trust you, and you should do my trust justice.
So in this scenario, we're sitting. Like I'm just trying to get this.
No,
straight.
please. I mean, Daniela really wanted to meet you and now is not interested.
We're standing talking about, real issues, the ad board and stuff like that. And
I can't shake your hand. I'm holding a baby and you won't take my baby.
Daniela
is, like, you can't hear her, but she's wailing quietly.
So you just hand us a baby? Is that the scenario? I'm just trying to find out for all of our benefit.
Out of the blue. We're just walking in a crowd and you hand us a baby.
Here's a baby.
Are you donating the baby?
I'm going to be honest with you. If someone I didn't know just came up and handed me a baby, I don't know if I would. I mean, I'd love to talk to you, and I would hold the baby.
So the Sundquist Sarafa ticket doesn't kiss babies, is what you're saying. You don't like babies.
That's not true.
You don't support babies. Only when they make your belts in Walmart.
I think you're jumping to conclusions.
Daniela, working in a little workshop.
We're just trying to establish
making your reversible belt
of the situation. So we definitely do endorse the idea of,
babies. You're for babies.
We like babies.
They're really so you believe in babies, is what you're saying.
I like to believe in babies.
Yeah, we'll come down on that.
I like
Daniela,
especially Daniela.
We're gonna throw her back there. You don't drink.
I don't.
True?
True.
Or blasphemy?
No, it's true. I mean, I drank when I was in Europe last year. It's legal there.
Oh, so you don't do it for legality reasons. Yeah. Randall?
I drink.
Just to recap, I know everyone wants to ask you this question. Harvard took away the party grants. You guys complained. They froze your funding. And now we have the party grants because you guys took out the clause that doesn't pay for alcohol. So you guys won?
I mean, I think it's so on the party grants, it was, I mean, it's very complicated still. And the thing is, it's definitely not a closed issue still. Because what happened, and what's still on the table now is that at the beginning of next semester, we're going to renegotiate the funding policies that we have for alcohol. So I think that in itself was sort of a victory. The administration's never really liked party grants, and so with an interim dean, it was sort of a good time for them to try and do something about it. So I think that stalling them and waiting until we were all able to sort of sit back and say, okay, let's talk about this, let's renegotiate it with the new dean of the college, and see what happens then.
So you wouldn't say that having candidates who maybe aren't as close and don't know Dean Dingman by his first name or whatever, are going to not bring a fresh perspective to it, and people would argue that you guys have not been successful in negotiations so far, especially with the party grants, which clearly is an important issue to a lot of people. So you would say that people with this new perspective would not help.
Considering that there are 15 or 20 committees that we appoint students to, and that there are probably 50 to 100 deans who we regularly work with, 50 to 100 faculty members who we regularly work with, those relationships don't just come overnight. It takes time to build them, and that's what goes back to what we were saying earlier. The things we're talking about aren't controversial. It just takes someone who knows what they're doing and knows how to make them happen. Of course everyone agrees we should have cable TV. Of course everyone agrees that the party fund should be reinstated. But they're not nearly as simple as just saying, okay, we're going to do cable TV this week.
Thanks for talking with us, guys. Make sure to check out our interviews with the other two UC tickets. This has been On Harvard Time, the most prestigious fake news in the world.